This is exponential population 3. We're trying to calculate the time it took for a population to increase. Given some obvious things, we're going to use the exponential formula, and I'm going to highlight it with the colors that we normally use. So we know our starting point is here, is 7.1. So this is our starting point. So 7.1 is our starting point. So it's our starting point. We know the rate in which it grew. So here's the rate in which it grew. Now this is where things might get a little bit difficult because we are looking for t, but if we just put down the 4.3%, which we would write 4.3 as 0.43. If we put this rate down like this, it won't work because our end result is bigger than the original. If I multiply this number by the 7.1, it won't work. So we need something that's greater than 7.1. So this is when we talk about we borrowed. So we borrow the 1. Actually, I should be in blue, but it's all right. We borrow the 1 to represent the 7.1. So this is why we're borrowing the 1. So when I multiply, when I set it up, instead of just putting the 0.43, I have to put the 1 in to signify this billion, 7.1 billion, and then 0.43, and then it's taken to a power that we don't know because this is our time, we don't know it, so it's going to be x, and then all that's going to be equal to our 8.73. So 873, and I'm just going to write it down here, 8.73, because what we ultimately end up doing is we're writing it in Desmos in two different things. So one's going to go in the first line, the other one's going to go in the second line. So I got 7.1, I borrow the 1.043, taken to the x power is all equal to 8.73. So I'm going to Desmos, and in Desmos I'm just going to write it. So here's my starting point, 7.1 billion. Now I'm going to borrow that 1 because I want that 7.1 billion added to my total. So here's my 1, and here's my percentage that it's growing. It's growing at 4.3% or 4.3% or 0.043 if you write as a decimal. Now it's going to be taken to a power. I'm going to press Shift in the number 6, or I can do the AB. Just the AB button. It gives me the same thing. And it's going to be X, and I'm going to hit Enter. And now I want to see where it crosses. So this is the other thing. I know the end result is y equals 8.73. Now it is home, so I'm gonna scroll up to see where the two cross. Here's the intersection, and I want to see that intersection point. And when you look at it, it gives me 4.909. I need the x value, not the y value. So if I go back here, I need 4.909, and you can clearly see if you round this, the answer is going to be C, 4.9.